Okay, world, here is your July 2nd, 2025 house update. There has been so much done since the last time I was down here. So let's walk around and take a look. So we have doors. There's our Juliet balcony doors for the Airbnb. And yeah, the doors killed me. I forgot how many we had and how expensive it got. But these are the infamous doors along with the windows. We waited for 8 months and then had to wait for them to float around the Atlantic waiting for a ruling on the tariffs. So here we are in our little entryway. So this is the nice covered porch for Amazon to leave stuff. And just a couple of fun things. This is one of our hose ports. It's really cool. It's protected from cold and things like that. I don't have a working piece, so I can't show you anything, but now these windows. This is going to be the steps up to the deck and then into the main house. I'm going to go as far as I can into here. I should have done this earlier, but so we're back in the garage. Here's all our interior doors. Here's the fancy ones, which you can't really see because it's dark, but they're a really nice stain color. So inside of this door, this has all been insulated now under the stairs, which I didn't even know was happening. So we're going to have a door to the Airbnb right here at the top of the stairs. And as we walk in here, I haven't seen this in months, so you can't really see it, but this is going to be the bathroom. Plumbing is all in. Shower is in. Looks like they put in the fixtures and the floor is ready to be tiled. So now we move into the main part of our Airbnb unit. We have a closet right here. Our appliances for the little kitchenette are right there. The niche for breakfast and a table. And the doors that I mentioned earlier. So this is much more farther along than the last time I saw it. So what they're doing right now, and what they were doing today, was putting in. We decided to go with a trimless window openings. So they're literally just creating a drywall return. So there will be no wood trim around those. So let's see what else. Okay, here's the curb for the shower. So they brought a bunch of stuff in even today. Yeah. What is this window doing here? I'm really curious. I have a window. It doesn't seem to have a home. So we're just going to keep looking around to see if perhaps we bought a window that isn't going to be used, which, given how much these darn things were, would be quite upsetting. So let's go back into the house, take a look at things. We picked out a garage door the other day. That's going to get ordered, and let's just keep moving on. So here is the, oh, there's one of those wasps. So here is the outdoor deck. Yay, beautiful, absolutely love it. Came up with a problem. So if you remember the plans at all, or if you want to look back at them, see that up there? That is a cupola, which was designed to bring light into this room, natural light. Of course, obviously there's natural light right here, but here's the problem. Wasps. the wasps love it up there. The guys who have been doing the installation have been stung to death, almost, not quite, but it's a problem. So we're dealing with what do we do and how much are we going to have to sacrifice that natural light, you know, just to keep people from having issues. All right. I have no idea how these doors work, just being honest. Oh, because I have to push them in, that's why. Okay, here we are. We're in the house. Main vestibule. So you're going to walk in here. That's what you're going to see. You're going to turn to the right. We'll have, like, you know, kind of a little mudroom here. So I'll put some cabinets up and a bench for you to come in and take your shoes off and whatnot. Here's our coat closet, which, again, as you may recall, is about half the size of what it was supposed to be because of the cold air return. And this is the upstairs powder room. So this is the only bathroom on the living level, or the, you know, the open concept level. The other bathrooms are all down where we sleep. So we walk in here. We're actually standing in the kitchen, and what you can see here in the pantry is a ton of boxes, because these are all the cabinets that did not fit out here. There are lots of cabinets here, but far fewer than there were in the original plan. So, yay, we saved, I think, about 2/3 on cabinets by buying them at Lowe's, getting a lot of good discounts. So this is going to be our kitchen window. And what you're looking at on the ground right now is the island. So we got the island here. It's going to have the cooktop. That is a garbage cabinet. The mini fridge here, which is going to point out that way so that it is a good wine cooler, effectively, for our life out here. So this is the great room. There's the ceiling. We do not yet have our beams. They're working on the beams, but the wiring is all done. Lighting is installed. Here's the fireplace. So we're not doing a huge surround on the fireplace. We're not going all the way up. So it'll be stone, probably the same stone as outside. We'll go up probably to just beyond that. That cutout is for the vent, so it's going to be heating the house as well as being ornamental. We're going to have a pretty small, simple, couple-inch high, not mantle. The mantle's the other thing. Whatever it is that you have on the ground in front of the fireplace. Okay, here's the fun. I don't know. This is my favorite part. Windows and views. So we have 2 windows, one on each side of the fireplace. Then we've got all of these windows bringing in all of this natural light. And just a reminder, we took out over 1/3 of the windows that were in the original plan, and there's still a ton of windows. So here is the niche, as everybody calls it. To me, it's sort of the silo that, you know, the house, the old barn didn't have. Both of these walls are glass. The views are gorgeous. They'll be actually even nicer because we're going to take out these 2 black walnut trees because their primary purpose seems to be to poison anything you grow. When they are out, you're going to have unobstructed views of the mountains. And then you have unobstructed views during the winter where there's no leaves and you can see all the way to Pisgah National Forest and all kinds of other things. But just an idea, you know, to sort of get a feel for where we are. We're a fair bit above everybody else. The only 2 houses in the area that are taller than ours are our neighbors right here. And frankly, they're not much. So a lot of this is scrub trees. They're going to go to, we've been debating landscaping plans, and I'm going to draw one up before I leave and paint the ground. So we also picked a design for this kind of half wall. It's not going to be a half wall. It's going to be railing with this square, it's called hog wire panels. They're a farmhouse type, literally a farm type product, and we're just going to do some custom work in creating rails. So we come downstairs. So this is what you're going to see when you wake up in the morning and come upstairs. It's going to be that view. Now here, you know, they talk about how once the drywall goes up, the house gets much smaller, and that wasn't true upstairs, but it's definitely true down here, because this is the chopped up floor, because it's the bedroom level. So first thing you're going to do is turn right, and here is our walk-in closet, which honestly it did shrink. It shrunk a lot, but I'm going to measure it and see what we're going to do, because having custom installed cabinets I think is now out of the budget. So we may have to do some things. This is the master bath. So here's the shower. And as you can see, it also got treated for the floor. So I guess tiles will be ready to go whenever they want to do it. And we've got our plumbing set up. It's going to be a shower wall unit here. And then there is a rainfall shower head. It's going to come down. That's my favorite part. Bathtub right here. And we do have a little window which lets light in. We do have our neighbors like directly across, so there will be a window treatment on this. Okay. Master bedroom. Here it is. It shrunk also, but I think it's still more than enough. We have it designed for there's going to be power to the TV because we want to mount it here. But again, the views are lower, but they're still pretty. You can still see the mountains from the bed in the winter, which is kind of what we were hoping for. And there, of course, is Rich and Lisa's house. So I guess I probably have to put some kind of window treatments on there because I don't want to be, performing. Heading back towards the staircase. This is spare bedroom number 1. This one I think is going to end up being my office / studio, simply because it's closest to the bedroom, I guess, of the two. Then we walk out here, or we come out here. This is the laundry area, which is again another one of those I want the laundry on the same floor as the bedrooms kind of decision that we made. And so basically this is the width of the 2 closets in the bedrooms. And so the closets, as you can see, appear right here. So here's our closets. Again, getting all the fancy closet stuff that we wanted is not budget friendly right now, so I don't know what's going to happen right away. Then we have the family bath, or the guest bathroom. This one has a tub and shower enclosure, so we are going to have 2 bathtubs, and we're going to have 2 showers. Toilet's going to go there. Room for the vanity sinks there. Okay, here's the entrance door to the outside at ground level, or at least at this part of ground level. We've got the door to the bunker under the garage. I should be able to go in there. I'll take a look and see if there's anything exciting, but we don't have much in the way of plans for this yet, except that it's going to be stuccoed as the wall covering. We were supposed to have some ironwork here. Again, I think it's a budget failure for right now, so we'll worry about it later once we get in here. Did see a bear today, by the way. Not near here, but Okay, it's gonna get really dark here. I can't turn on any lights. So what I'll do is walk down here and I'm gonna open the door, assuming I can find it. And that'll let in a little bit of light. So yeah, here's our door. I don't remember how this works. These doors are really weird. Okay, it's gonna take a while to learn how to do them. So I'm going to just open this door, look at that, and now we get some light. So here's the pub. Gotta find a door for it. It's gotta be authentic. But we do have one window. It's all been wired for sconces and then a couple of overhead lights. I think the bar is gonna be on this side once I figure out exactly what it's gonna be, but it's all ready. So we do it when we can. Media room. Right here, we're just gonna have a projector up on this side, project onto this side, put in some comfy couches here. It will probably be the movie and video game hangout. Okay, let's keep going. Exercise room. Nice little area to put the treadmill, the exercise bike. We didn't have it wired for a mounted TV, but I think I'm gonna put one in there. This is gonna be dark. Well, here, the bottom of the stairs. You couldn't see it before. Here's another closet. This will be a downstairs coat closet as well as probably some linens. Yeah, this is perpetually dark. I don't think you can see anything, but I walked about 10 feet, turned to the right here, and there's this big old space where the furnace and the hot water heater and all of those things are. And I turn the other way, and here's a lot more stuff, which you can't see, but at least you know it's there. We do have our 400 amp, two 200 amp panels. Yeah. So now let's see if I am able to close this door. It's gonna probably get dark for a while. Okay, I can now not pull it open. So I guess it worked. All right. I think we have seen it all. I realized we had this. That's kind of cool. This little shelf thing. We'll put some art on it or something. So that's basement. That's the bedroom floor. And here is the open concept living floor. Again, it's big. It's going to get smaller once we start putting furniture in, but and once the kitchen gets set up. But progress. We got windows. We got drywall. They did come in and put in the drywall. They framed all of this. So then they basically just have to mud around that to create a corner because we decided we didn't want trim. We still have to figure out what to do with the doors, but that's a concern for another day. So I guess I am able to come out here. I am not going to lock it because I don't think it makes any sense. So we're just going to close up shop. I guess I could take a quick walk once I find the key. Okay. I have no idea if this is going to lock when I leave or what. So we'll find out. And this is locked because it's not going anywhere. Okay, quick outside while I still have a battery. So we actually go out the absolute minimum, which I think is 6 feet. I think the pole right now is our line. So we just go down there. Right now it's just a gully because of the rains. So we're going to just do some very, very basic landscaping back there because I don't want to tend to lawn and I don't want to put any effort into it at all. Head here, do a quick check, no bears. So now we're walking down. This is the thing I have to work on while I'm here the next 2 days, is the landscaping and what the landscaping plan is going to be. Everything you see under these boards, that is going to be the stone, and then it's going to be metal above there. So it's kind of stepped down to again further sort of illustrate the split between the two buildings, even though they look like one from one side. Walk down here. Here is that door to the basement, or the pub door. We've got a whole bunch of bricks we're going to use for a patio, which is kind of cool. Down here, the end of the lot, this is going to be where the gardens are. We're going to put in some raised beds, and with any luck, this is also kind of going to be where the little river flows, and we'll see how that works. There's the back. It's not really suitable for much. It gets some sunshine, but it's not going to be great for like high intensity, high sunlight flowers. Oh, look, there's a cardinal on our stack of bricks. So I'm going to end it here, walk back up, upload this so Lisa can see it, and I'll probably do another one of these, or at least an abbreviated version of it, tomorrow when there's a little more natural light. We just had some things we were doing today and I missed my good window opportunity, so I'll find it again tomorrow. So here we go. Bye.